The window tool of Dibac works in a very similar way as the door tool. First, I'm going to convert the model back to 2D, and now I double click on the main floor plan to activate the edition mode of my group. When I click on the window tool of Dibac, I see all the settings to create my window. First, the length of the window will be 3 meters. The height of the window 1.3, and the alineation or position in relation to the thickness of the wall will be in the center, so I type 50. This window will have 3 sashes, and none of them will be wider than 1 meter. After accepting these settings, I can define the elevation of the window and if the window will be forced at a certain distance from an intersection. These 2 settings can be changed in the measurement box of SketchUp. First, I'm going to change the elevation of the window to 1.20. This way, the window will be at 1 meter and 20 centimeters from the ground when the floor plan is converted to 3D. Now, I know that this window will be at 10 centimeters from the wall. This way, I can type semicolon to separate the parameter and enter the value 0.10. Now, I can bring my window to the wall, and when it turns pink, I press Ctrl to activate the force mode. Now we can check that, as expected, the distance of the window from the wall is 10 centimeters. If I want to create another window, I just have to click on the window icon once again. I can change its settings if I want to. In this case, I will change the length to 1.6. I will keep the height as it is. The alineation will be in the interior of the wall, so I type 0. And in this case, the window will have 2 chassis. Now I can accept these settings. This window will maintain the same elevation from the previous one. However, I'm going to change the force distance from one intersection. For this, I type semicolon and the new value, such as 0.95. Now I can take this window all the way to this wall, and when it turns pink, I can click Ctrl to activate the force distance. I can now check that it is indeed 95 centimeters from this wall and see the differences between the 2D view of the 2 windows that I have created. I'm going to create one last window to complete this topic. I click on the window tool icon once again and change the settings to create a bathroom window. Once I have accepted the new values, I can change its elevation to 1.65, and if I want to change its force distance, I type semicolon 0.50, for example. Once I have entered these values, I can go to this wall, press Ctrl again, and accept. Let's now check how our floor plan looks in 3D. For this, I can keep the edition mode of my group and click on the Convert to 3D icon. You can see how all our 4 windows have the indicated elevations and their respective settings. However, I can always change the position of a window in 3D if I select the component from the group and I move it along its axis. Once I move it, I can go back to 2D, and when I go back to 3D, the window is in a new position.